Hello, my name is Joan Ruane and I live in southern Arizona with cotton fields all around me. Come fall, I like to go out and pick some cotton balls. That way I can spin directly from the seed before there is any processing done to the cotton. Now if you go out to the field and pick cotton yourself, there's two things that you would look for. If it's creamy and very silky, that gives an indication it's a long staple cotton. Now, if that is so, you can pick and pull off some of the cotton and find a seed. And what you would do is find the point of the seed, have the point at the top, and then you take the cotton from the seed. And when you do, you will see that if it is long staple, it is dark and shiny with very little fuzz left on it. That, then you would know, is a long staple cotton. Now, if it is short staple, you can see how much whiter it is. And let's take a seed from here. And I'm going to again find the point. Now the point almost looks like a little bee stinger. And you take the cotton from the seed, not the seed from the cotton. So I am pulling back on the cotton, and in this case I'm going to leave the cotton just slightly attached because I'd like to show you how to spin from the seed. So I'm going to put my cotton down and I'm going to spin this little one here. Let's turn to my spinning wheel at this point. Now this happens to be a Scotch tension wheel. However, if it's a double band, that's fine. Whatever wheel you have, the most important thing to do is to have a fairly high ratio. Now, the ratio here, as you can see, there are 3 different grooves for the belt to go over. And I want it to be about a 12-to-1 ratio in this case. So I have it over this larger one whirl, and that means that when the wheel goes around once, the flyer is going to go around 12 times because it's a ratio of 12-to-1. If I moved it down here to the lower one, I would have a ratio of 17-to-1. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to leave it on the 12-to-1. Now that's the first thing that I must do. The second thing is I must have a lead on my bobbin. So I'm going to take a thread that is a nice strong cotton thread, and I'm going to make it about 60 inches approximately, and I'm going to make a knot on one end. Now I make the knot so that it doesn't have too long strings on it, and I'm going to bring it over here to my bobbin, and I'm going to make a lead. So I'm going to go right through and make a loop first, pull it through and tighten it up. Now I'm taking both threads, go through, come up through here and make the second half hitch and tighten it up. That way it is nice and tight so it will not slip. I'm going to put the thread through here, through my other loop, take my threading hook and pull it through the orifice. Now I have a nice long lead on the front. And why I have that is because I want to make sure that I don't have too tight a tension that will yank my thread in. So I am going to treadle just a little bit and see if it pulls in. If it pulls in slightly, that's good. If it doesn't pull in, I'm going to tighten the tension just a hair, or if it's yanking in, I will loosen the tension. And if it's a double band, you'll do the same thing as loosen or tighten until it is just a nice loose draw in. Notice too that I did not touch the wheel to start it. Your wheels are designed today so that you can start it with your feet. If you have a double treadle, you either start with your left or your right foot. If it is a single treadle, you either step with your left, the heel, or you step with your toe to make it. So you can make a wheel do what you want by just using your feet. If it does get in a dead area in which it's solid down, straight down or straight up, the only thing you do is touch the wheel with a spoke and let it come around. Now, let's go ahead and spin this little fiber. Now, this is right from the bowl. And what I'm going to do is pull a little thread out, a little bit of the fiber. I'm going to wrap it around the end of mine. And then I'm going to start to treadle. And notice I didn't touch it. And I'm going to hold the seed. And I'm going to draft back, because that is important, because it's such a short staple. If I pulled it forward, I'd pull it apart. So I'm going to continue to pull back and pull back until I've used all of the fiber up. Now, I'm going to let it go in, and then take my threading hook, pull it back out. I'm going to let it drape here, let it twist. And I love doing this on a demonstration purpose. When children or adults are around, they love to see you take a seed and spin the fiber right off. And then when I get it done, I turn and I show them the seed and the fiber it is spun, and I hand that to the children or even the adults. They enjoy it as well. I hope that you can get some cotton bowls so that you can try this. It is a lot of fun. Also, go to my website. That may help you. It's www.cottonspinning.com. Thank you for joining me today.